Free Canada shows its strength to the USA through energy power, a potential disaster for New York and New England. Friends, a bully gets befitting answer from Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada. He shows him that he is not a governor but a lion. Like PM, for decades the United States treated Canada as a quiet and reliable energy supplier. Cheap electricity from Quebec flowed south, keeping lights on, prices stable, and climate promises alive. This arrangement was assumed to be permanent. Recent trade tensions proved otherwise. When President Donald Trump imposed tariffs on Canadian energy and adopted an aggressive trade posture, the intention was to pressure Canada. Instead, it exposed a serious American vulnerability, especially in New England and parts of New York. Canada exports roughly 35 terawatt hours of electricity to the United States every year. The value of this trade exceeds 3 billion Canadian dollars annually. Quebec alone accounts for more than 60% of these exports, making it the single most important electricity supplier to the northeastern United States. To understand the scale, this amount of power is enough to supply electricity to more than 6 million American homes. One major Quebec to New England transmission line alone can deliver about 1200 megawatts of power, roughly 10% of Massachusetts' total electricity demand. New England depends on this energy not by choice but by necessity. The region lacks sufficient domestic generation and transmission capacity. Replacing Canadian hydropower would take many years, cost billions of dollars, and force a return to natural gas and oil. As trade relations worsened, long-term electricity contracts came under pressure. Cross-border infrastructure projects faced political resistance. Climate plans in states like Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine were suddenly at risk. Without Canadian hydroelectricity, emissions would rise and electricity bills would spike. This is where Canada's quiet strength became clear. No retaliation was announced, no threats were made. Geography, infrastructure, and energy economics did the talking. Quebec holds leverage simply because the system depends on it. If Quebec's electricity flows were reduced or disrupted, New York and New England would feel the impact immediately. Millions of homes would be affected, power prices would rise, grid stability would weaken, climate targets would collapse under political pressure. The lesson is simple: trade wars do not happen in isolation. Tariffs used as weapons often expose hidden dependencies. In this case, the United States unintentionally reminded Canada of its strategic importance. Canada's power is not loud, it is structural, and in an energy-hungry world, that power matters.